Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Fine. I am also very fine. So today we are going to discuss on chapter 2, computer and the security of the user. The last part of this chapter is general troubleshooting. So what is troubleshooting? You have noticed when your parents buy any electronic device, an operating manual is given, and the last 2 or 3 pages of this entitled as troubleshooting. Actually, troubleshooting is the process of finding out the source of troubles. Finding out what source of troubles. So why we should find out others' fault in order to solve it. Okay, we have to find out the problems to solve it. So troubleshooting is a systemic process of identifying the source of problem, of course in ICT devices, in order to solve it. Is it clear? But remember, solving is not troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is finding out the source of troubles. Usually the word troubleshooting is used for hardware related problems. Okay, hardware related problems are normally discussed in troubleshooting. Now we are going to discuss some problems and its solution. Our first problem is computer is not starting up. Very common scenario in our computer lab. Ma'am, computer is not starting up. Ma'am, please come here. Computer is not starting up. What I do normally, have you noticed? I just check the main power cable. Whether the connection is loose or not. Very important thing is, if it is connected, sometimes it is loose. Suppose this is connection is tightly connected. So we have to then check the power. Is the power available on the main power board? If there is no power, what we have to do? We have to change the main power supply unit. So we have to change it. This is very risky job for us, so we have to better consult an expert. So problem 1, computer is not starting up. What is the solution? We have to check the main power cable. First one is power cable, and second one is the power. Is there any power there? If there is no power, we have to change the main power unit. Is it clear? The problem and the solution? Clear? Okay. We can move. Now problem 2. Problem 2 is nothing is viewed on the monitor. The system is running. Though the system is running. That means system is running, but nothing is viewed on the monitor. Have you understood the problem? Display problem. Okay. So what is the solution? We have to turn off the system and unplug the power cable from the main system. And then we have to remove the RAM from the slots. This is the slots, and we have to remove it. And we have to clean up the connectors of the RAM, rubbing with an eraser. Okay, this is some connectors we have to clean up. Then we have to turn on the computer without installing the RAM. Very important. What we are doing now, we are turning on the computer without installing the RAM, and notice whether we get any beep sound. Very important step. Listen very carefully. If you get any beep sound, that means the RAM is faulty. Okay. If the RAM is faulty, that means you will get beep sound. Very interrelated. Is it clear? So we have found that our RAM is faulty, so we have a great chance to buy a new RAM. So we have to install that. And this say that more than 60%, more than 50% problems are related to faulty RAM. This is very important problem. Please listen carefully. nothing is viewed on the monitor, system is running. Though system is running, nothing is viewed. The problem is RAM. Okay, the problem is RAM. So we have to change it. We have to install a new RAM. Is it clear? Okay. Now problem 3. The system becomes very heated and abruptly shut down. Abruptly. It means suddenly. Suddenly shut down without your permission. It shuts its own. The system becomes very heated. What is the problem? This is the problem. What is the solution? The solution is open the casing. We have to open the casing and we have to remove the CPU fan or processor fan from the motherboard, but there is no need to remove the processor. This is the heatsink. This is the fan. What happened? The dust actually filled the sink and it filled with dust, so it cannot move. It moved like this, slowly. So the air cannot come out. CPU cannot be cool. If CPU cannot be cool, the system will be very heated. It's very normal. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to clean up it. We have to clean up the heatsink and the fan and install it again. Normally what happened when we clean up the heatsink, the problem is normally solved actually. Maximum time it is solved here. But if the problem is still not solved, we have to talk to an experienced mechanic. Okay, now the last problem, today's last problem is the computer shuts down on its own at every few minutes, but it is not heated. The previous problem was it was getting heated and shuts down. In this case, it is not heated, but why it is shut down without my permission? The computer shuts down on its own, but it's not heated. What is the solution? We have to check the motherboard carefully and find out if there is any leaking or faulty capacitor has got loosened. This is the capacitor. Sometimes what happened, it got loose, some part it got loose, and we have to tighten the capacitor. And notice very carefully, the computer is running whether any IC or any other component producing extra heat. Actually this part actually not our job. It's very risky and we don't understand. IC means integrated circuit. There is some circuit here, integrated circuit. Whether it producing extra heat or not is very tough to understand, so better to go to the nearest service center. So our last problem is the computer shut down its own at every few minutes, but it's not heated. Solution is we have to check the motherboard. Main keyword is here. So we have to choose the correct answer, as it is multiple choice questions. Our question pattern is multiple choice questions, so we have to choose the correct answer. So I am just bold the keywords. Here is important was we have to check the motherboard. Why? Capacitor is loosened. The main problem is not heated. If not heated, motherboard and capacitor here important. We have to check it, and that IC integrated circuit. So problem 4, solution 3. Motherboard, capacitor, and IC integrated circuit. Is it clear? Feeling bored? Very easy. The computer shuts down on its own. It's not heated, but it's not heated. Solution: we have to check motherboard. Then we have to check the capacitor, motherboard, capacitor, and the thirdly IC integrated circuit. Okay, that's all for today. Next class we will discuss from problem 5. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.